Alright, what is good? It's your boy Shimmy. Yes, this is the new channel, and we're starting this channel off with Gen V Season 2. So lock the f in. Now let's get into it. Boom, we start with Jordan in a cell and these guards pull up. Get on your knees, boy. They throw them to the ground, put cuffs on them, and take them into the back of this truck. He gets in and he sees Emma too. You good? Hell no, what the hell is going on? They think they're about to die, then the doors open and it's Cate. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome back. I got y'all out though, everything's blessed. Cate says, where's Andre? And we find out bro is dead. Rip to my dogs too, one of my favorite characters for real. But they get brought back to school and they're forced to do this press conference and say how happy they are to be back. The press is like, okay, but where's Andre and Marie? But they get shut down. Jordan goes to Cate and says, hey, where is Marie? I don't know, she escaped, she ain't tell you? But Cate tells them if they don't do anything suspicious, they'll be blessed. But Jordan gives her a rude punch to the dome. Now the new dean is some guy named Cipher, and he also was at Almeida, the prison. They don't know anything about him, they don't even know what his powers are, or why they're there. Cate goes to Cipher and she says, did you know about Andre? Yeah, how the f did he die? Listen shorty, you're already fragile, so let's just not even get into that. She grabs him and says, don't make me call Homelander. You know you ain't like that girl. He grabs her and almost blends her hand, like okay. We cut to Marie and she's at a gas station buying food, but she ain't got enough money to buy it and homie comes in and pays for her. You know he's just trying to get some. Like we know the type of guy you are, bro. The next day, she sees the same guy getting into a fight with these Starlight haters and she steps in and says, y'all need to go home, leave them alone. And she gets punched in her face, so she locks in and packs them all up. I actually don't even know why she did that, especially when she's trying to hide. We cut to Emma and Jordan and they're at this party and Emma runs into Sam and his new shorty and she just pushes shorty to the ground. Sam's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Wrong with me? You literally murdered a bunch of people. Shit, that ain't me anymore. And she tells him Andre's dead. Sam goes to Cate and he's like, the hell is going on? And his brain's starting to go crazy again. He's about to crash, but she uses her power to make him forget and feel nothing. Now this guy Dognot is on the scene looking for Marie and he breaks into her crib. She hides behind the door, hits him with a vase, but that don't do shit. He tries to stab her and they go at it. She gets slammed into the bathroom sink, but she cuts herself, grabs him with her blood and gives him a swirl. He flushes the toilet, hits her back, and he's about to stab her. But then Starlight comes and blasts him away. Fine shit is back. Marie's like, how did you find me? And it's because she went and fought random people yesterday and it was on the news. Starlight tells her, listen, I need you to take the deal Vought offers you. It's the safest place for you. And I need you to investigate Project Odessa for me at God U. So you want me to go back to that evil corporation that tortured me so I can find something maybe at Odessa? Yes, you're exactly right. But Marie says she's not about that and she leaves. Now the video's circulating of Marie's fight and they find out where it is. So Emma and Jordan leave to see her, but someone else was watching and it's Cate. They end up finding Marie and they're like, gang, what are you doing out here? You just left us to die? And we learn Andre died because he tried to open this metal door and he couldn't. Rip to my goat, man. Then Cate shows up and she says, listen, I just want all of y'all to be safe. Let me protect y'all. She reads Marie's mind and finds out she met with Starlight, and Jordan just hits her into a wall and she starts bleeding out her head. And instead of helping her, they're like, nah, we should just leave. And they leave the girl. See, that's real. Now it's the next day and Marie does this little fake ass promo video and she gets back into Godolkin. She goes and meets with the principal Cipher. He's like, welcome back, Marie. Listen, I know you saw me at the lab, right? Yeah, you're right. What were you doing there? Listen, don't worry about all that. You're friends with Emma and Jordan, right? Just keep an eye on them because Cate was attacked last night. She barely survived. She survived? I mean, no, that's terrible. Sam goes to meet Cate in the hospital and she wakes up. She grabs this nurse and basically possesses her and says, they let me die. And she goes and stabs the other nurse. What the hell? Her power is actually broken. Now it's the next day and they have a hero optimization class. Cipher comes in and says, do y'all even know how to use your powers properly? Okay, here's your task. All y'all gotta do is touch that red button and you win. But then this Viking ass hero shows up and they gotta get past him to touch it. Boom, he goes and hits two of them easy. Jordan transforms and blocks, but he just gets thrown to the ground. And the Viking goes straight for Marie. She tries using her blood to pull him. He throws her and just keeps chasing her down.
I'm gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Jordan hits him with hella blast, but they're really no match for him. Marie gets pissed, tries to stop the man's heart, but he just manually beats his heart back and then goes and chokes her. But luckily Jordan touches the button and they get saved. After that, Emma meets with Andre's pops and he's like, I'm gonna kill that Cipher. She tells him, you're not thinking right, old man. Don't do no dumb shit without a plan. So he starts looking into Odessa. Emma and Andre's pops go to meet this encyclopedia guy and he says, what's good, gang? Me and my colleague here, we're just here to look at some research documents you got. I don't care, y'all aren't allowed. But Emma's actually a fan of this guy, so he says, you know what? I'ma make an exception. They're looking in the room and they find a secret passage and they see this old shit, the clan and the man with the mustache, but they find out what Odessa really is. They leave and Emma runs to find the rest of her friends and we learn Project Odessa is Marie? What? Then this Cate girl actually wakes up. So since Marie is Odessa, she decides to find her aunt who's in the picture of the files they found. And Jordan becomes #1 at Godolkin. He gets a whip, his own perfume, life is good.
Life is good, you know what I mean?
Now this Sam guy starts to tweak again and bro starts going crazy. He's seeing the Muppet characters. He even broke up with Fine Shit too. So he goes to find Cate. He's like, listen, I'm hearing hella voices, I'm going crazy. Can you make them go away? But she can't use her powers anymore since she's woken up. Now Marie goes and visits her aunt. She's like, hey, how you been, auntie? Listen, I got 30 minutes. So Marie asks about Odessa and she says, I don't know about all that, but you were born at a clinic at Godolkin University. And we learned Cipher was there too. He even delivered her. Mary went to the bathroom and she finds out Annabeth was living there, her sister, and old auntie didn't tell her about it because they were scared of her. So whole time she was looking for her sis and she wasn't even far. Now it's time for Jordan to go on stage and do a speech. She says, I'm happy to be here, but I gotta be honest, those Starlighters ain't attacked Cate. I did. Now, like, why would she actually do that? But the media does what it does best and changes the narrative. Word to CNN. Now Jordan and Marie go to Cipher's office and he says, basically, y'all are gonna have to fight each other in some good versus evil 1v1 since y'all did that dumbass shit. Marie says, I can't win against Jordan. But he says, listen, we got some one-on-one training, you'll win. After hearing this, they decide to go to Cate and they make a plan to go into Cipher's house and try to find some dirt on him. Boom, they get to his house. She tries to make the guard give her its keys, but her powers are messed up and he starts giving it to a gnome. Yeah, this is crazy. With that, they go into the house and they see some burnt man in this capsule. She takes a picture of him, but his eyes open and they run. Now Marie goes to train with Cipher and she's gotta move these bags of blood without making them burst. She makes the first one burst, but he says, nah, you got this. Just feel it. And she makes the rest of them move without popping. Her next test is to move a live goat? What? But he tells her Godolkin was literally built just to produce her. She makes the goat move, but she also learns Cipher's a human. He's got no V in his blood. He's mortal. They go back to the room to come up with a plan, but Cate gets a message from Cipher saying meet him right now. The plan is to get him to admit he's human. So now it's the day of the fight and Cate goes to meet Cipher. Hey, don't worry, nothing bad will happen to you, Cate. You're blessed. But your dog Jordan? Yeah, cooked. He says, my father sends his regards. The old man you found? That was him. While they're talking, Emma sneaks in and gets a camera ready to try to get his confession on camera. Cate tells him, I know what you are, boy, or I know what you're not. Don't be scared, I know you're human. Okay, you know I'm human?
You got me.
Yeah, we should come to an understanding and you should end this. But the man already knew about the camera. Boom, now the fight starts. Jordan punches Marie and we learn Cipher's controlling their body and he starts comboing Marie. She's on the floor getting hit, but Marie makes her float. They're about to die, but Marie drops her on the floor. Now we see Sister Sage link up with Cipher and they start clarting while the old man is watching. What type of cuck shit is going on here?
I almost puked, but let me stay focused.
Now it's after the fight and Jordan's pissed. They're like, you almost killed me. Then Cipher shows up. Hey, how was that for you? Your power's fully heightened. You. Listen, we got training tomorrow. Jordan says she ain't going. Listen, you want to get controlled again? And we learn he sent Cate to Elmira. We cut to Cate at Elmira and she's looking rough. She tries to escape, but there's too much of them. She gets thrown into a cell. We cut to Marie, Jordan, and Emma in the room and Marie says, we need to save Cate. We gotta get her out of there. Get her out for what? Shorty needs to stay in there. But they all agree to go save her. Cipher and Andre's dad meet and bro's like, I seen the fight. How'd you get Marie to do that? Shit, you've been looking into me, haven't you? Just ask what you want to ask. What happened to my son? Oh, I tried to make him push his limits and he couldn't do it, so he died. Polarity is about to stab him, but Cipher grabs the knife and stabs his own hand. What type of powers does bro have? Now Emma, Marie, and Jordan go on the roof, try to open this vent, but it's sealed, and a flashbang comes and hits them, and they all get taken into Elmira and put into cells, like W plan. Emma sees Cate and she's like, hold on, y'all came to save me? Then Sister Sage goes to Cipher and she says, I got you a present, because he's running out of time. Marie tries to get out, but they injected her with some next drug and she can't use her powers. Cipher comes in and says, listen Marie, if you come back to training, everyone will be blessed. You're the chosen one. Then he takes her out and shows her he has Annabeth, her sister, down there too. This guy's crazy. After seeing that, Cate picks a staple from her head, uses that to undo her collar, and breaks the rest of them out. Jordan's like, hold on, y'all just escaped and nothing happened? No guards? Then they realize this is a test. Cipher wants them to escape. Boom, they start going through the jail looking for Annabeth. They find her cell, open it, and the girl is dead. Nah, this is crazy. Marie can't believe this and she starts using her powers. Everyone's nose starts bleeding and she resurrects her sister? She really might be the #1 soup. Marie gets her up and they go to leave. But Annabeth tells them stop, this is not the way. Go this way. She starts leading them and says, he's almost here. Then Sam just runs through the wall. Oh shit, I found you guys. Then they all escape and drive away. They're on the bus and Emma's like, we not gonna talk about that? She just brought a gal back to life. Cipher hears about this and he says, bring me Marie, f all her friends. And he starts beating the old man. Like, okay. They end up at this library where they can regroup and change. And Emma and Sam find this computer. She logs in and DMs Harper asking for help. Marie goes to meet with Annabeth and she's like, you're a soup? When did you get powers? I don't know, my parents aren't around. I couldn't ask them, like damn. But she's basically a precog. She gets visions, but she can't control when they come. Annabeth says, you really showed up to ruin my life. Now we cut to Polarity and he wakes up and Cipher's there. Hey boy, Marie's gonna call you, tell her to come back to her training and everyone will be blessed. I ain't gonna help you. But then his phone starts ringing and he answers. It's Jonathan Port. It's Harper. She says, I'm Emma's friend, they're in trouble. You did the right thing. Do you know where they are? But it's actually Cipher controlling him. Now back to the library, this God of War ass comes in and he throws Marie, throws Sam, but Jordan hits him away. Now him and Sam go at it 1v1, but he gets thrown through a table and thrown through a wall. They go outside and this little girl walks up to him and says, excuse me, hey, you should probably get out of here, little girl, it's about to get wicked. And she smiles and eats his face off? What did I just see? Then the man himself, the old CEO of Vought, Stan, pulls up. Hey Marie, I've been waiting to see you. What do you want? I believe we can help each other out. Marie says if I go, you gotta bring the rest of the mandem too. So they go with him and go in his secret underground bunker. And from Stan we learn Odessa was a project created by Thomas Godolkin and the goal was to make superpowered people better than anyone else. But only 2 people survived that. It was Marie and Homelander. Stan says Godolkin's body was never found from the fire that he was in. And Jordan's like, hold on, y'all don't think that old man in Cipher's house is Godolkin, right? Stan says, listen, I wanted to make you an offer, Marie, to join me and I'd give you protection. But if that is Thomas Godolkin, he might be able to find the answer to controlling soups. We cut back to Cipher and the man is crashing out. You dumbass, this would have been blessed if you just cooperated. And he just starts slapping Polarity over and over with his own hand. He says he plans to reduce the student population by 75% and only have the strong. Cipher goes to hit him again, but bro's had enough and he blasts him out of the house. Now we cut to Marie. She takes one good look at her sister and she leaves Stan's spot. Cate follows her because she might be able to fix her power. Then Annabeth starts having visions of Marie dying and they figure out Marie and Cate left them behind. Now we cut to Marie and Cate and they're sneaking into Cipher's crib, trying to find Godolkin. They look in the capsule, but the man's gone. Polarity gets up out of nowhere, injured. He's like, you just missed him. And he tells them with his power, he can stop Cipher. Now we cut to Cipher and he's just beating up the old man. Like, what is wrong with this guy? Now back to Marie. Shorty's like, you know what? I got an idea. I should just try to revive Godolkin. Polarity's like, Shorty, is you good? What if he's evil? You know, like he was literally making superhuman babies. Why would he be good? Then out of nowhere, he starts having a seizure. She sees this and she has no choice but to use her power again and she fixes him completely. He ain't felt this good since '94. Now, the 3 of them go into his office and they still can't find him. But then Cipher just calls the phone in the room and he says, hey Marie, just come back to training and we'll all be blessed. All your homies too. Annabeth and the rest of them find Marie and they're like, you need to stop. But Marie's like, the only danger is when you guys are following me. Like, what is wrong with this girl? She even lifts them all up in the air too. Like, what are you doing right now? Now the plan is Marie will go find Godolkin and Polarity will fight Cipher. Boom, Polarity goes in and he starts hitting him with hella kettlebells. But Cipher just gets up. He's like, I thought we went over this already. You can't hurt me. Meanwhile, Marie goes all the way downstairs. Back to the fight. The rest of the mandem pull up and now it's a 4v1 versus Cipher. Polarity's like, don't worry y'all, if he tries some shit, we're blessed, I got him. You sure about that? And Sam starts attacking him now. They're all getting controlled one by one and fighting Polarity. Back to Marie, she goes to Godolkin and she says, if I heal you, can you stop Cipher? He nods his head yes, and she starts using her power on him. Back to the fight, Polarity's had enough. He blasts everyone away and the mind control stops. Cate goes to check up on Marie and she falls to the ground, but Godolkin gets up. He's revived. He says, you did it, you really healed me. Cate says we need your help, but he's not even listening. Back to Polarity, Cipher gets up, he says, wait, don't hurt me, I'm not him. Godolkin says he knew she'd come back here and be a hero. Cipher's like, trust me, I'm a regular person. He's out of my head now. There is no Cipher, it's just him. With that, they all leave. Thomas gets on campus in his underwear and he already starts going crazy. He makes this guy choke himself to death. Now, we cut to Godolkin and the man's just having a mukbang because he ain't eaten years. We learned Sister Sage planned everything, even Starlight finding Marie. But he tells Sage, listen, I still got something to do at God U. Now we cut to Polarity and the real Cipher in the whip and he's driving him to get some help. But then something jumps on the car and the man gets stabbed. Then a smoke grenade drops in there too. Polarity gets out, falls on the ground, and it's Black Noir who shows up. And the man even takes a selfie with him. We cut to the gang all back in their rooms and they have a heart-to-heart. Marie even heals Cate. But then they see a message from Godolkin. He says, Wagwan students, yes it's me. Listen, all y'all are invited to my seminar. Come pop out if you want to rise in the ranks. They all go around trying to warn the other students, but it don't work. Bear kids still go. Now, in the seminar, Godolkin tells them, y'all gotta prove yourselves. If you can't, you die. Here's the test. I'ma try to push that button and you gotta stop me. Boom, they all go trying to stop him, but he's just controlling everybody, making them fight, and he's slowly walking. He touches the button and all the kids are cooked on the ground. Sage looks at him and says, what are you doing right now? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm securing our future. If I can get stronger, I can control Marie. Then I can control Homelander. You control Homelander? You know you can't do that. He's not listening and he starts making everybody dance. What is this, a flash mob? His next class is about to come in, but so does someone else and it's Marie. Damn, Marie, you're here already? You can't come back in like an hour? Don't make me kill you. But then he makes all the people turn on Marie and she starts fighting them, but there's actually too much. And then Jordan and the rest of the mandem come out of this guy's ass like, yeah, I'm about to leave. Now everyone goes in fighting. This Emma girl gets big, kicks Godolkin, and the girl wraps him up with her pubes, and Harper uses his power to control him. With that, they take everyone out of there. Marie walks up to him and says, we beat you, ho, even the useless ones. She makes him float in the air, but he says, thank you, and takes over her body, and Marie just starts controlling everyone. No one can move. She says, now it's time for the hard choices. All y'all have betrayed your kind. There's no place for y'all here or in this world, and she starts attacking them more. But then the goat Polarity shows up. He walks Thomas down, starts hitting him with shit, and then kicks him into the wall. Thomas tries to use his power on him, but it ain't working, and Marie just walks up to the man and makes him explode. What the f? But they have a problem now. Vought is coming. Polarity says, all y'all have got to get out of here, and he decides to stay behind and give them some time. So they take the whip and they drive out in the night, but then the lights start flickering. That can only be one person. Fine shit pulls up. She says, do y'all want to join the resistance? And my dog A-Train is there too. I actually hope these guys are in season 5 of The Boys though. But yes, that is all for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about Gen V season 2. I didn't think it was that bad. I think Godolkin could have been a villain for a little bit longer, and I think Cipher could have had a better ending than that. But other than that, good story. I'm really hoping the man are in the new series too. But yes, this is the new channel, so if you enjoyed this video, give me a like, give me a sub. Appreciate all y'all boys. The grind don't stop. The grind will always keep going. Be on the lookout for new videos. We're gonna be consistent here too. And yeah, just let me know what else you guys want to see. Stranger Things, It, The Boys. Yeah, just let me know in the comments. Whatever it is, I'ma do it. So I'm gonna catch y'all boys and girls in the next video. Peace.